So there are two things in this lesson on similarity. One of them is called the side splitter and one of them is called the mid-segment. Okay, first let me show you the difference between the two of them. Now, a mid-segment is a side splitter, but not all side splitters are mid-segments. So a side splitter would be something like this, where these two sides are parallel. Okay, let's call this triangle A, B, C, and A, D, E. So triangle A, B, C would be similar to triangle A, D, E by angle, angle. And the reason for that angle, angle is as follows. Since these two are parallel, you see the letter F in the picture? Okay, these angles are congruent. And then there's another F. Okay, so then you have angle ACB being congruent to angle AED, which you could just call that angle E since it's by itself. But anyway, you know that this happens because you already know that when you have parallel lines, right, corresponding angles are congruent. So when you have similar triangles, as you know, you have corresponding sides of similar triangles in proportion. So what would happen here is you would have AB, okay, over AD equaling AC over AE, which equals BC over DE. And then we can do POM equals PO, as you know. All right, so that is the side splitter. Now, the mid segment is going to look this, like a side splitter because it is a side splitter. The difference is it's going to go from these midpoints. Okay, so this time around, I'm not telling you parallel. So here, okay, you need to think about it. You need to think about the ratio AB, right, to AD is going to be the same as the ratio of AC to AE because it's half. Because a midpoint splits a segment into two congruent segments. So this is called the mid-segment of a triangle. And the reason these two triangles are similar this time around, okay, is because whatever this is twice that amount. Whatever this is twice that amount. And then you have reflexive. So these are similar by the side angle side postulate. Okay, so let's take a look at some actual problems. Okay, in the first problem, we have a triangle ABC. Okay, D is a point on AB. And E is a point on AC. Such that DE is parallel to BC. Okay, now AE has a length of 3. EC, we're going to call that X. ED, we're going to call that X plus 1. And then we have CB, which we're going to call X plus 5. And we're going to find EC. Now, this is one of the things they tend to do in the geometry regions is they tend to not give you a picture. So you have to draw the picture. So I start by drawing this triangle, A, B, C. D is on AB. somewhere. And I have this parallel business, right? So E is on AC, but these are going to be parallel. Okay, so that means we have similar triangles. So AE is 3, EC is x, ED is x plus 1, CB is x plus 5. Now, I suggest you draw these two triangles out. In the larger triangle, this would be 3 plus x, because that would be the length all the way from A to C. Okay, so now we can make a proportion, because in similar triangles, the corresponding sides of those similar triangles are in proportion, right? Okay, so I have 3 over 3 plus x plus 1 over x plus 5. So I get 3 times x plus 5 is 3 plus x times x plus 1. Now, I don't know your algebra skills that well, so you may want to multiply these out doing it this way. The box method depends on whatever your teacher taught you to do last year. You just multiply these, right? And then combine like terms. So this is x squared plus 4x plus 3. This is the distributive property. By now, most kids seem to have that down. So I need to bring everything to one side of the problem. Let's see if I can extend this page at all, move anything. Okay, it's not letting me. All right, so I have 3x plus 15 is x squared plus 3x plus 3 plus 4. X plus 3. I think I said 3x by accident. Okay, so you bring everything to one side, right? Subtract, subtract. So we have x squared plus x minus 12 is 0. Factor this. Okay, but then you have to think about the common sense behind this. You have a length of x on EC. Well, it doesn't make sense for that to be -4, so you're going to reject that. Okay, so x is 3. Okay, but we're being asked to find the length of EC, which is x. Okay, so therefore EC is 3. All right, let's take a look at number 2. We have triangle ABC, DE parallel to AC. And then we have BD equaling 3, BE equaling 4, AB equaling 12. And we're going to find the length of EC. Find length of EC, of segment EC. So, triangle ABC, and then DE, okay. Okay, so now I'm just going to label this in the picture. So let's see, we have BD being 3, BE being 4, AB, that's this entire piece is 12, and we want to find this little piece here. So you may want to draw your two triangles again. That's 4, that's 3. A, CB. So BC is 4 plus X. Okay, but we're looking for X. This is 12. Make your proportion. 3 over 12 is 4 over 4 plus X. You just have to make sure you answer the correct question. I see kids answering the wrong questions all the time. Distribute. And then solve. Minus 12, minus 12. 3x, 36, x is 12. Okay, so that's the length of EC. Let's slow the video down if you need to. Let's take a look at number 3. So in triangle BAT, BAT, M is the midpoint of AB, N is the midpoint of BT. Okay, AT is 3x plus 12. MN is 15, and we're going to find x. Okay, so you have some triangle BAT. And M is the midpoint of AB, so it's the midpoint. N is the midpoint of BT. Now let me put the information in. So I have that AT is 3x plus 12. MN is 15. Okay, so what you need to know is these are also in a 1-to-2 ratio. So you can make your proportion 1-to-2 ratio would be, you know, MN to AT. And then just put in your information. 1-to-2 is 15 to 3x plus 12. Okay, you could also do this without proportions. Your other option is just to double the 15 and set it equal to 3x plus 12. So I get 3x plus 12 is 5 times 2, or 2 times 5. So you see I end up with the same thing, whether I do a proportion or just use the fact that I have to double 15 to get 3x plus 2. And then I'm going to solve this. Minus 12. So that's 18. 3x is 18. Divide by 3. Did I find x? I found it. There you go. Okay. This is a question they seem to like to put on the Regents several times. So we have triangle ABC. Okay, let me draw the picture for this. Usually they give you this one. Okay, so we have this triangle ABC. We have AB equaling 6, BC equaling 8, AC equals 12. And then points X, Y, and Z are midpoints, respectively. Of AB, BC, and AC. Okay, we're going to find the perimeter. Of quadrilateral X, Y, C, Z. All right. So if AB is 6, right, that means this is 3, this is 3. All right, BC is 8, so that means this is 4, this is 4. And what else do we have? Okay, we have AC is 12, so this is 6, this is 6. All right, so what do you need to know? Well, you need to know that ZC is the same as XY, because think about it. XY is half of this base. So it would stand to reason that it would be 6, which is half of the base. And then it would stand to reason that This would be 4. And then you just add them together, so you get 20. Okay, that concludes this video, and get ready for your flipped work in class. Thanks, kids.